As of right now, we begin with Tropical Storm Ian this Thursday. It's slowly moving off the east coast of Florida, but forecasters say we're not out of the woods. It's intensifying, could become a hurricane once again before making landfall tomorrow, and that could happen in South Carolina. Now, Ian slammed Florida yesterday as one of the strongest natural disasters to ever hit Florida, just under a Category 5. But as you can see, the damage was enormous. Houses destroyed, some swept away by this intense storm surge. Heavy rains, winds knocked out electricity for millions still without power today. Now, President Biden did declare a major disaster, which will bring more federal aid to help with the rescue and recovery efforts. And just a bit earlier today, Florida Governor Ron DeSantis was speaking about the widespread devastation. Take a listen.
The impacts of this storm are historic. We've never seen a flood event like this. We've never seen storm surge of this magnitude, and it hit an area where there's a lot of people in a lot of those low-lying areas.
And there is some good news, however, on the horizon. You can see the video here. Tens of thousands of linemen standing by. Hopefully we have that. They were from many different states. They're all here in Florida. They're ready to get to work to help restore power to the people. That is the video. The trucks there just waiting. So many people coming to help those in need in Florida. It is amazing story there. Now, right now, there are rescues underway. People stranded by this massive hurricane. We take you to Naples, where firefighters raced to save a woman from her car. Strong waters were washing it away, and you can actually see a firefighter there in the water and getting the window broken, getting the driver out to safety. Incredible to watch. And also in Naples, there was a local television crew that helped a group of residents that were struggling in these floods. Take a look.
Keep going. Keep going.
Are you okay?
Yes. It's an enormous storm. Yeah, no, fine. We're just helping some people through the water here. That's our camera operator, Glenn Ellis, out there. I think you can see.
People all helping out one another in their time of need. And this is another heroic story we saw there, a little bit of a clip that's gone viral on social media. This man, a Good Samaritan, rescuing a stranded cat. This unfolded in Bonita Beach as those storm waters raged. He went in to get someone's pet. All right, for more on the cleanup and the rescue efforts, we actually want to go out to Sarasota and welcome in Mayor Eric Arroyo for more on the efforts underway. Mayor Arroyo, first off, thank you so much for joining us. As we know, you've been hit very hard. Tell us a little bit where things stand right now for you guys in Sarasota.
Yeah, thank you for having me. As of right now, our number one priority remains the safety of our residents. We have about 200 instances of trees being taken down or power lines that were pummeled over. We have a phone number that our residents can call and report any of these issues. Our barrier islands are still closed off to the public. Water's back on the barrier islands, and we're inspecting that infrastructure to make sure that it's adequate. Our bridges remain closed. No reports of injuries or loss of life at this time, which is good news. Our hearts go out to those in further south that have experienced massive floods, and their fate is uncertain.
Yes.
We have over 100 individuals from Public Works and Parks and Rec right now clearing the path and the roads and any debris. We see all our neighbors, everybody's out in the streets cleaning and ensuring that we get back to normal as soon as possible.
You know, Mayor, there are some incredible stories of neighbors helping neighbors here. You talked about the bridges that are still unpassable. So are there people that perhaps are stranded? And what is your message to folks there? Obviously, you don't want people out on the roads while they're trying to assess damage and clean up damage.
Yeah, I mean, we have to go at the pace that we're going. We were, 80% of the county was out of electricity. The power grid was almost entirely down yesterday, and they managed to bring it back up by this morning, less than 24 hours later. Compare that to Irma about a few years ago, and we were without electricity for about a week. It's truly the great leadership that we have with Governor DeSantis, with the U.S. Senator Rick Scott reached out. They've all been very actively involved in this. The president's office reached out. We also have a county administrator and a city manager, Marlon Brown, who've been amazing at directing this. We were prepared. We were overly prepared for this, and we were in the best position we could have been.
Right. Obviously, you can't control Mother Nature, where she's going to hit, and the damage is going to be left behind. How long do you think the recovery will take for you in Sarasota and for the folks there? I mean, obviously, we're in the early hours, but is there any way to kind of surmise what you think you are dealing with at this hour?
It's impossible to say at this point. We haven't even conducted an assessment of all of the full damage. That's going to take place Friday. As of right now, building inspectors and code enforcement are around right now, actually, are conducting a windshield assessment just to see what needs to be done there. But the residential damage assessment will be conducted on Friday. And initial recon is going to take place tonight. But you know, it's going to be a community effort. The further south you go, the bigger the need is going to be. We're finding that 250,000 individuals are displaced from Southwest Florida because of this hurricane, and we have some police officers in our force that can't even get to their house right now. So we're taking it moment by moment. We're recovering together as one community. It doesn't even matter if you're Republican or Democrat. Everybody's in this together.
Absolutely. Well, we know there's a lot of work to do and people you need to tend to. So Mayor Eric Arroyo, thank you for taking a few minutes out of your time to at least give us an update here on Newsmax. We certainly appreciate it, and we're thinking of you there.
Thank you.
Thanks, Mayor. All right, joining us now for a bit more on what is happening here in Florida is Florida Congressional candidate Paulina Luna, and I believe you are in St. Pete, Paulina. Is that correct?
Correct.
So tell us what the situation looks like here for you. And we know you were posting some incredible images to Twitter. What's the latest from where you are today?
So, you know, surprisingly enough, our community, for the most part, made it out with, you know, minimal. We have obviously some down lines, power outages and branches, but really what's been wonderful to see is the entire community coming together to really assist the residents of Naples and really south of us. And as you can see from that footage, that was curated and gathered from other people around Florida, basically posting what was happening. And it's important for people to see because, you know, sometimes because that doesn't happen in our backyard, we might not be as inclined to respond, but this is pretty serious. And they are saying that this is potentially going to rival what happened with Katrina. So we have a lot of cleanup on our hands.
Sure do. And I know that there are people from other states coming in. A lot of people want to come and volunteer. But I want to talk to you a little bit about some of these attacks against Florida Governor Ron DeSantis. It felt like even before the storm hit that the media mainstream was sort of trying to pile on. But then on Tuesday, we want to play for you a clip about a reporter which is asking about a FEMA official that was criticizing DeSantis's lack of response. Let's play this for our audience and get your reaction after.
Far and that
Whoa. Give me a break. That is nonsense. Stop politicizing, okay? Stop it. We declared a state of emergency when this thing wasn't even formed. We've had people in here, you've had counties doing, they've done a lot of hard work. And honestly, you're trying to attack me, I get, but like you're attacking these other people who've worked very hard. And so that's just totally false.
I mean, I'm in Florida, so obviously I'd been watching this and I know what the governor said is true, that they were ahead of this. But when you hear a reporter asking that type of question, obviously it's trickling down from this administration. What's your reaction to that criticism of the governor when it seems like they had been doing everything correct?
It's pretty gross. I mean, taking politics completely out of it, the fact is that this governor has been very, very effective in his response. We were well ahead of it. In fact, working and coordinating from top down with leadership. But, you know, more importantly, it seems like this administration really waited until the 11th hour to call Governor DeSantis. And it's not the first time that they've withheld help for Florida because of the fact that we are a red state and we have a conservative governor. Remember, during COVID-19, they also withheld Regeneron treatment. And so the fact is that this administration is really hurting us, and they are putting politics before people.
Yeah, and I know they spoke this morning, the president and Governor DeSantis, and he was pretty clear. We're going to need some more assistance. This is the very early hours. So as you state there, hopefully we put politics aside and put the recovery efforts first. Paulina, thank you so much for joining us. We know it's awfully busy where you are, and we appreciate the updates there from St. Pete and glad you are safe.
Thank you. God bless.
Thank you so much. You too.
No crooked establishment.
None of that twisting the truth. No talking down to me.
Don't tell me how to think.
Don't tell me how to think.
Don't tell me how to think.
I trust Newsmax.
Newsmax.
They don't tell me how to think.
They let
me decide.
Newsmax.
Real news
For real people.